Hello. Hi, I'm Hilelami, a developer at GetBlock. Today we are going to be talking about token extensions. One thing I love about this particular program is that regularly, if you want to create token on Solana using the original XPL token program, and maybe you want to add some customization to it, we have to go through writing a bunch of codes and the rest. And that really takes time and a lot of logic has to go into it. But right now, we now have Token 2022 program. Here, this program is more advanced token program than the original token program itself, though it still maintained the original XPL token itself. It's just more advanced and added some extensions to it. But why does token extension actually matter? It matters because one, institutional adoption. Now, regular banks, the traditional banks can now, add some create tokens with some customization like KYC gated transfer, reward asset tokenization by adding security, regulated assets to require transaction restriction and compliance to check, and also for creators economics, for royalties to hold reward at protocol levels. And we have seen reward examples that is already adopted them. You can take your time to search about them and, just see how it works for them. So what are the key extensions in this particular program? We now have transfer hooks, that's custom logic on every transfer. We have transfer fees, confidential transfer, metadata pointer. On-chain metadata, that's you can add metadata to your token. Permanent delegates, non-transferable, default account date, and interest bearing. Going to be creating a token with metadata pointer using this particular one, just something simple. Before we go right into the codes implementation itself, if you prefer to study or you want to know more about token extension, you can just come to our documentation and just learn about token extension, learn how to create tokens with the metadata. And also, before we go right into it, I want you to head over now to our profile, our GitHub profile, and then clone this particular repository. Here you can find a lot of tutorial guides, the code sample, and just customize it for yourself or for your project or your application. Now let's get right into the code implementation itself. So now that I've cloned the repository, I'm just going to explain how we were able to build this particular code. So first, I import all the functions I need, and you can see here the Token 2022 program is already added to the Solana XPL token. So I just have to call it, instead of me just creating token program equals to the ID itself. I don't need to do that. Then create initialize instruction, the connect and the pay from our config file. Here, first of all, we generate a mint account for our token. Then we went further to define our token metadata. Then here we calculate the space needed. We use the get mint length. We get the length, the type, then the metadata. We calculate the LAN port. So that why we actually build is that we don't want to run into errors like insufficient funds when we have not actually know the space we are going to be using. So this is very, very important to have when you are creating a token for yourself. And also, we build our transaction. We create the metadata pointer instruction, the constructs initialize the metadata instruction itself. Then the mint instruction, the instruction, that means the program ID, the mint, metadata, name, symbol, everything. Pretty similar to the traditional way of creating token. Then the signature using my wallet's address, using the private key, you remember, And then we just want to log these informations at the rest. So now let's do a quick demo. We do load create token, wait. Okay, and then just press enter. You see our mint address, our pay address, and so this is our mint address. So right now I will go to the source scan and to verify, just to check. This is already successful, so just check. We go to source scan. So here we just enter the mint address. This is our mint address. And then voila, this is a token. This is the metadata here. You see, if we click, so name, the extension, we use metadata pointer, state, the authority, that means I created it using my account, the metadata address, the token metadata itself, I guess. So yeah, this is it. And if you want to view it in a table format, yeah, this is it. And that's pretty straightforward, a simple code base. So you can clone this particular code base and use it for your own needs. And don't forget to like, share, comment if you find this helpful. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.